Hello, 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 everyone. So my name's Lady Katina, and I'm just going to do a real quick message, a special message for someone. In my last video, I told you guys I got the Jesus fish. It's a symbol of Christianity, and I'm going to tell you why. So in the Bible, it talks about the adulteress and how they's going to stone her for it. I'm not no Bible verse, I can't spit Bible verses, we'll say that, but so anyway, the adulteress, they were going to stone her in the Bible. And Jesus said, "He who is without sin cast the first stone." Well, and he says, and Jesus drew a line in the sand, or drew something in the sand. And my pastor did a sermon on this very passage. And it puzzled me when he said, and then Jesus drew a line in the sand. So after service, I walked up to him and I said, or Jesus drew something in the sand. Nobody knew what it was. That's what it was. It wasn't a line. He drew something in the sand. That's what it says. Now, I might post a cool read of this verse in the Bible. But anywho, so my pastor does a verse on that very, or does a sermon on that very verse. And so I asked him, I said, what do you think Jesus wrote in the sand? Because in the Bible it doesn't specify. It just said, and Jesus bent down and wrote in the sand. And so that puzzled me. He didn't know. I didn't know. He said, nobody knows. Who knows? Maybe it was a line. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what I think it is. I think Jesus drew this. And this is, like I told you, the Jesus fish. Alright? And Christians were persecuted. So they had to come up with some secret symbol to let them know, let each other know that they were believers in Christ. So Jesus drew this in the sand. And if there was a Christian in the bunch, they would have stepped forward. And finished it. I don't think there was a Christian in the bunch, Pastor. That's my point. Nobody stepped forward. Nobody stepped forward and completed it. He drew this. He waited for somebody to come draw this. And that's the Jesus fish. And nobody come forward. That's just my theory. But anyway, that verse in the Bible could be relevant to somebody. It's easy to stand back and say things about others and such. But, I was always taught you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. I've always been like that. But anyway, I love my pastor. I don't know. He's a good man. He knows who he is. You're a sweetheart. But anyway, I just had to share that with y'all. Thanks a lot. Bye.